Gaming is a very fun character to play. I basically have no idea what's going on, but everything is dying. However, his own skill drains his HP, so he's basically on life support all the time. He also reminds me of Hazo, who I really like. I think that's kinda obvious due to my profile picture. All in all, a very solid and fun character. That's why I decided to beat Genshin Impact only using gaming. These are the rules. We've been here 50 times already, so you can just read them yourself. Also, I may skip small fights and details so the video flows well. Otherwise, it's gonna sound like an essay. Too much talking, let's get into the video. By the way, I really am back, guys. New videos are not gonna take this long anymore. I give gaming the debate club, cause there's generally nothing better. We meet Amber and we enter the first temple. Everything basically dies. Next temple with Kaya was also really easy. Why are you laughing, girl? Yeah, he's not laughing anymore. The last temple with Lisa also went by smoothly. We move on to Kaya's story quest. There's apparently a treasure. I mean, I do need me some money. There was no treasure, but there was a ruin guard. Kaya lied. I guess this is not the only thing he lied about, if you know what I mean. Amber's story quest is next, where you just fly and fly. Very peaceful. And now it's time to catch a criminal. Bomb some hilly trolls. You have a truly strange story arc, Amber. We enter the temple and hunt down Raptor. Guys, I tried to get to this common chest by leaping over the vines using Gaming's skill. I did get the chest, but trying to go back to the other side, Gaming just flew to his death. I wish I was joking. Amber is also in the party as a trial character, so I had to jump to death with her for 50 times in order to revive Gaming. All this effort for a common chest, without any primos. There were these hilly trolls on the platform. Normally you shoot them down with Amber, but somehow I was able to get up with Gaming and I'm just so proud of that fact. Anyway, that causes Gaming to only have 44 HP left. So I was distracted by this common chest and got shot down by a hilly troll. These common chests are a danger for my life. So sorry, Amber. After everything, we finally reach Raptor and Gaming just defeats them all while being on life support. Apparently, Storm Terror's tears are blood red. That is just horrible. We gotta save Mondstadt, guys. We meet up with Venti and decide we gotta sneak into the cathedral. Doesn't sound illegal at all. Can somebody explain why I was struggling with this? I got found like 5 times. I've done this part like 50 times before. We steal the lyre, but somebody steals it before us. So I guess this was all for nothing. The cops show up, so we book it. We hide at Diluc's tavern. Luckily he's not a snitch, so we are safe. We enter a temple to steal the holy lyre again. The final boss is a Fatui agent, whom could not really do anything other than die. Storm Terror is crying because of his suffering. His tears are everywhere, so we gotta collect them. Crazy storyline. We fight the ruin guard, which wasn't too bad yet. Next is a cryo mage and Meta troll. I killed them, but they killed me first. To get the last tier, we fight this flying ball of fart. Enter a temple, get electrocuted in the temple and fight the pyro mage by making him stand on the water. We head over to Storm Terror's lair. I somehow died because of the wind. We fight a bunch of enemies, with of course one of them being a pyro abyss mage. The only tactic was slapping him to death, which caused me to die, but I'm back! The big battle against Storm Terror begins. Storm Terror Dvalin. Didn't know Dvalin was his surname. Tyrant of the Skies. Calling somebody who's depressed Tyrant of the Skies is not very nice. We shoot him down. Now the real final battle begins. We two face him and Mondstadt is saved. Kinda anticlimactic if you ask me. Mondstadt is saved! And they all lived happily ever after. I guess Venti died. Anyway, Zhangling's story quest. It basically only revolves around food, which I do respect. We enter a temple to get a special boar for our food. The final boss is a cryo-regicine, aka we could make a cold dish. Don't bring me on ideas. We win the cooking showdown cause we're big bags. Next is Lisa's story quest, which is just about a bunch of stupid bugs. Marjorie didn't return a bug she borrowed, so the only reasonable thing would be the death penalty. We enter a temple. We fight a bunch of enemies. The final boss is an abyss mage. He also stole a book, so just like Marjorie, he got the death penalty. What a beautiful display of justice. Next is Diluc's story quest. Donna has a crush on Diluc. No offense, but you generally look too much like an NPC. Apparently Diluc is the Dark Knight hero. I really couldn't believe it. Especially since his story quest is called Legend of the Dark Knight Hero. We enter a temple once again. There are a lot of different enemies. The last opponent was a Hydro Abyss Mage. His name is Landrich. Looks more like Larry to me. His shield was kinda annoying to get rid of. Anyway, Diluc makes the poor mage burn. Okay, kinda violent though. Lastly, we defend the city from a swarm of enemies. In comes Razor's story quest. Not even 20 seconds into the quest, we get jumped. by slimes. How the heck did the traveler need help for a bunch of slimes? Anyway, the big fight in this quest is against Boreas. I still wonder what brain cell in me thought to enter the fight with this much health. Safe to say, one hit and I was gone. But I was actually doing really well. I managed to heal a bit with Gaming's ult, before losing that too. After that, I managed to dodge all incoming attacks. So I survived. It also helped you didn't need to get rid of all of his health. This quest did not even take me 20 minutes to finish. We go to Liyue, only to find out their archon died. You know who else is dead? Kazuha's friend. I swear it wasn't me, guys. We are suspects and gotta escape from the Millilith. This feels racist. We break a leaf? There goes our escape. Child suddenly spawns in to save us. But realistically, who's he gonna save? He has a 2-star bow. We meet up with him at Northland Bank. Please give me money, we are poor. We meet up with the deer and enter a domain. There we meet with a bird. She tells us Liyue is basically screwed. Good thing I'm not from here and can basically just leave. We meet Xiao at Wanshu Ing. We encounter a ruin hunter. This fight is seriously not fair. All this guy does is fly up high and shoot me down. I can't reach up there. What am I supposed to do? The only way I beat him was to kill him before he even flies. After this traumatic fight, I decided I should probably ascend Gaming. We also gotta do the Ascension quest, but I'm too scared to do that without leveling him up first. Also, if I do the quest first, the world level is gonna increase. It's going to get even harder to get his Ascension material from the boss. To find the boss, we gotta go all the way to Fontaine. Somehow even the water killed me. Let me tell you, this stupid crab was probably the worst matchup possible. Normal and pyro attacks don't break his horns, which gives him 70% physical resistances and 120% pyro resistances. Just look at the damage we do. Can you even see the bar moving? Not to mention his insane attacks that just blow the whole place up. Gaming's playstyle also kills himself, so that doesn't help either. We're not winning like this, so I change up his artifacts, which sucked by the way. Still sucks, but it could have been worse. Lo and behold, after a fight of 6 whole minutes, we beat this fake Mr. Krabs. But that wasn't even the most difficult part of ascending Gaming. No, what's even harder is gathering Star Conscious. Man, I hate this! The moment of truth. Time to kill that domain. There's a few helitrolls at the beginning which you can just skip. We beat up a Metatroll and his kids. We fight some more of them and that's it. Only took me 3 minutes. You know, ascending Gaming was way harder somehow. We meet up with Zhongli, who's totally not the actual archon from here. We enter Madame Ping's stupid teapot. There I get violated by a bunch of slimes. See, going against multiple cryo and hydro slimes is not fun. The worst part was having to walk all the way back. Somehow I was able to kill them. Then more slimes spawned in. We meet the queen herself. Outside of that, nothing totally of importance happens. Xingqiu's story quest is up next. But it's just so boring. Something with books and I can't even read anyway. On an island floating in the sky, we meet this Diva. Entering the golden house, we face off against Child to save Liyue. But we have other better things to do, since there's money everywhere. The fight against both his first phases were easy, since we're just flying. The fight against his final phase was doable, even though I was on life support half of the fight. I can't imagine a crab being harder than a boss fight. See, I told you guys, we should have taken the money and be gone. I don't know what anybody wants me to do against this. It's all our friends. Took you long enough. Ain't no way the power of friendship is gonna make us win this. It actually did. We're doing some Super Saiyan stuff. There the loser goes. Liyue is saved, but we have no time to celebrate. We still have 100 hours of gameplay to get through. Ningguang's story quest is up next. Or is it Shenhe's? I really don't know. We can't even leave this place yet. We enter a domain and have to fight a legion of slimes to destroy the core. The core also does damage, which is so annoying. Unfortunately, we also have to fight Godzilla here. He hits like a truck, but I survived eventually. We also fight this stupid lizard while being on life support again. And then 2 ruin guards spawn in. Safe to say I did not survive long. The annoying thing is, since Shenhe is the trial character in my party, she also needs to die in order for me to respawn. But now they suddenly don't attack. The way I beat them was fighting one of them, and luckily the other one didn't notice me. It was just chilling there. Anyway, just facing one of them was not difficult. Remember the huge lizard who we blew up previously? Yeah, his wife's here for revenge. Sorry boo, he's already long dead. And now you as well. It's time to meet the person who I hate to see the most. And no, it's not because he did anything. It's because seeing him means I'm gonna encounter the worst possible enemies I could have encountered. It's enemies with an elemental shield. Lo and behold, there's an Abyss Mage. But this one was quite easy since we were able to make it rain. Whew. Doesn't matter though, since next enemies are a Pyro and the Hydro Abyss Mage. Tell me, dear viewer, what do I even do against this? The only way I was able to beat them was by taking out the Hydro Mage first, then the Pyro one. Oh look, another Pyro Abyss Mage we have to face with 50 other enemies! But I literally cannot even complain about this one. Then I encountered the unusual Hilichurl. What are the chances? Another Hydro Mage. Did you guys know this is only the prelude? Yeah, the real quest is about to start. We face off against an Abyss Herald, and thank God we don't have to get rid of his shield. Next up is 2 Cryo Mages. Look, I may have died, but this is still the easiest matchup. Next up is also 2 Cryo Mages, but also a Rune Hunter. Did they just want us to suffer? Do they not like us? The Rune Hunter also has the ultimate tactic of just flying up where I can't reach and shooting me from up there. I had almost killed it too. Never give up, never what? Next up is a Cryo Mage, a Pyro Mage and a Rune Guard. What even is going on here? Guys, the only way I was able to win was to take out the Rune Guard before the Pyro Mage. And there's another Pyro Mage. How are we still not done? There was unfortunately another Abyss Herald with a shield this time. This was just suffering, like genuinely. We enter some ruins, cause this quest is still not done. Now a bunch of bells want to kill us. This quest stresses me out, but I couldn't imagine I was gonna hallucinate. We face off against yet another Abyss Herald. Suddenly a Pyro and a Hydro Abyss Mage spawned in. I have never noped out of a place so fast before. See, I wasn't surviving facing all 3 of them at once. We had to level him up. So I spent hours fighting slimes, farming materials, going into domains, fighting the stupid crab, farming crystals. Believe me, fighting the stupid lizards only for them to drop some scraps is not fun. I even got Gaming a new weapon. The stupid debate club can go now. Oh yeah, don't forget all the trolls I had to fight, only for them to not drop anything. You guys have no idea how many times I fought this crap. I have footage of fighting this thing for 1.5 hours. With our newly upgraded Gaming, we enter the ruins again. But do you guys know what the biggest joke of them all is? We didn't even need to kill any of them. See, getting the Herald's HP to a third is enough to progress. A cutscene triggers and that's basically it. Fighting the mages is even optional. All of this effort and for what? We can finally move on to Inazuma. Except we gotta do 50 quests on this boat and island first. How pretty and peaceful Inazuma looks. Except it's not peaceful at all. There's basically a war going on between the citizens and the government. A lot of the quest is just dialogue. I'm gonna skip to the part where we enter a temple. We fight a lot of soldiers from the Shogun's army. It gets really annoying when there's like 50 of them in a single room. A nice break from all of this bloodshed is Ayaka's story quest. It's literally just a date. At some point in this quest we have to make a pizza for Ayaka. I guess because they apparently don't have pizza in Japan. But seriously, why do I need to wait 5 minutes for the flour and 9 minutes for the cheese? I'm gonna be honest, I just went on with Yoimiya's story quest. Because I'm not waiting for that long for cheese. The only other thing worth mentioning about Ayaka's story quest is her going into the water with socks on. You absolute madman. After nearly getting offed by Raiden Shogun, we meet up with Teppei. There's a whole resistance against the Shogun. Yeah, I want nothing to do with this. Girly Pop was literally pulling a sword out of her chest. What am I supposed to do? There was this part where I had to shoot the targets. I had to use Amber at this part. For some reason, I randomly got struck by lightning and had to redo the whole thing, since you can't leave the area. Now there's a war going on. Guys, let's just talk it out, please. I love that after this war, we are just standing around and talking. Hey Teppei, I wonder how many times we'll see you before the inevitable. We have another fight against this huge Hilichurl. This thing hit like a truck, and I was getting zapped everywhere because of the rain too. We see Teppei again and he's not doing too well. He kinda looks like Kazuha's dad, with the hair. Too soon? We enter a domain and fight against a bunch of Tui agents. Even more agents. I decided to take out the Hydra agent first, then die, since after respawning myself, the enemies don't respawn. The final fight is against Natashka. Natashka tried killing me by putting me in jail, but she doesn't know I can still use Gaming's skill. We meet a dude with mommy issues. Nah, same, but with my dad. He's in jail. I guess he didn't find that joke funny. We invade the Tenryou Commission and get cornered. Guys, just kill me, we don't have all day. Time to confront the Shogun. Is Sarah dead? See, this is why I don't want to confront her. Her right-hand woman is probably not with us anymore, and she does not even care. The battle against Tenryou starts. This is for kicking Venti. Even though it was pretty funny. The cold was really annoying. The ground being ice gives us damage. Fortunately, when able to attack, Gaming does a lot of damage. We were able to clear phase 1, then died immediately. Turns out her attacks are worse now. I got too scared to return in our current state. It was time to level up Gaming. Turns out Gaming was on the banner. We have a lot of primos as well. At our first tentpole, we got Gaming. At our second, you have actually got to be kidding me. This does not happen on my main account. The rest was random weapons, other characters, literally anything but Gaming. I continued farming and was able to ascend our weapon, Gaming, and our talents. A new me enters Tenshukaku. I get through phase 1 while being on life support, I waste no time and do good damage while dodging attacks. But to no avail. Change of tactics, we go in with our ult ready. Apparently that did the trick, cause we were able to beat her this time. We witness a murder! Suddenly kicking Fenty doesn't seem so bad. Am I so happy to see our friends? Yes, we're dying! Kazuha's dead friend's vision saved us. I will never joke about him again. Raiden Shogun uses her domain expansion. I think we're screwed. The final battle ensues and we get clapped. Until we unlock the power of friendship, we clap her back. We save Inazuma. All it took was 50 million visions, an all-out war, Teppei, and Kazuha's dead friend. Ah, Sumeru is such a beautiful place. But what's not beautiful is the dialogue here. If you thought it was bad before, believe me, you haven't seen anything. So I'm gonna do my best to make this part coherent. Traveler gets a schizophrenia attack, we wake up to Kole just watching us. We run around like a lot, we meet with a drug dealer. Man, Sumeru has such an interesting story. We meet up with this guy, he can have all of my canned knowledge. We fight a bunch of mushrooms, but I wanna fight him. We spent 90% of the quest with this NPC Dunyarzad. I swear she's more important than all playable characters. We meet with Nahida and oh, I guess Dunyarzad is dead. Guess she's not that important. Sumeru's quests have this part where you gotta interpret the words and choose the correct one. As you can see, I was just clicking everything until the correct one showed up. I wasn't even following. We're in the past now. Selecting everything until the right answer shows up. Again, don't take your tests like this, kids. You will fail. Hold up, Dunyarzad's ghost shows up. Is she like actually dead? I was just joking, please come back. Oh, why that whole emotional scene when she isn't even dead? Wait, I'm gonna stop being such a hater. We meet up with the doctor. That was so cold. Teach me how to pose like that. He sends the people after us. Nahida stops them. Clock it. Well, I guess Nahida's dead. You were a heroic soul. How the hell is she just standing here? Through Hypatia, we learn about the Balladeer's past. Kinda weird she knows this. The mommy issues run deep. We meet Sino. I just want to say, his voice actor is so iconic. We meet a lot of randos. We go to a hospital and find various enemies. I used Dendro Traveler for these totems, since Gaming is not a grass type. We enter a domain with a lot of shrooms and the most annoying puzzles. Did you guys know I died a totally random death by fall damage? Apparently I cannot comprehend heights. How did I survive all these years in life? I don't know. Tainari met up with the dog. Hypatia is sick. Like that wasn't obvious before. We fight some Fatui agents. Well, this is kinda creepy. We enter the academia and Al-Haytham goes cray-cray. He can attack me too. What they do in Sumeru a lot is white letters in black background to talk about something or explain what's happening for some reason. I mean, they make dialogue about literally anything, so why not this? Oh my god, it's Nahida from AliExpress! What idiot even falls for this? We enter another domain with more Fatui agents. Even more. Even more! After that we face off against mommy issues. Honestly, the battle wasn't too bad. The only annoying part was that his attacks cover long ranges. Phase 2 is just shooting his shield down first, then we gotta take out these engines. But Gaming can't reach the ones up in the air, so he flipping ended us. I redo the whole fight and cutscenes, and I decided to use Nahida for the ones in the air. Cause Gaming's legs are too small, he pretty much got one-faced. Nahida really clocked him by taking his gnosis. Take that L, loser. You would think the quest is over, but nope. We enter a new area with a bunch of Rift Hounds. After, we encounter the worst enemy ever. This thing beat me up so much, it had so much health, it hit so hard, its attacks were quick and unpredictable. Gaming was on life support for each fight. I had no energy to ult and recharge my health, cause this thing also lowers your energy somehow. It killed me 9 times. On my last flipping try, it beat me again. So I got yeeted out the domain. I had to go do it all over again. On my next try, I was able to beat him in one go. Surprisingly. There's 2 Nahidas. The schizophrenia is really kicking in too soon. Don't cry, Nahida. We're literally just imagining. We suddenly fall asleep and the dog shows up. Honestly, we could really use a nap after all of this. Or are we dead? I feel like Kujo Sara now. Sumeru has been saved. I feel like this video is a fever dream. I don't think I summarized the plot that well. Oh well, who cares? We survived the 50 hours of dialogue. Kaya is in Sumeru. Seriously, why would you leave Mondstadt? Life was so much simpler there. Much less dialogue too. He's here too! And you know what that means? The end of my life. Enter a domain. So far in the quest we have only been fighting slimes and helitrolls, which makes me really suspicious. Instead of a herald, it's the lector now. This thing has a cryo shield, which is the only shield I will accept. It was a pretty drawn out fight though. To even continue with one quest, we gotta do Raiden Shogun's quest. We were just hanging out with her and entered a domain where I got slaughtered. Fighting against these two Kairogis was hell. They kept cornering me. Gaming was already dying before he was dying. If one stopped, the other attacked. Or both at the same time. They murdered me 6 times before I decided it was time to power up Gaming. I farmed materials, upgraded his weapon. I decided to try my luck on the banner again. I just want Gamings and not stupid weapons or other characters. I'm not even asking for a lot. Still no coming. Second temple? You gotta be joking. You have got to be joking. This game is taunting me. Amazing, we got a single con. I changed up my artifacts. We finally got golden ones. And yes, Gaming is a physical attacker now. Even though that's definitely not how you're supposed to play him. But his skill drains his HP and I have no healer. So we gotta deal with it with the scraps we have. We go back in. We beat them on the first try. Huh, so physical Gaming is real and is good. A beats up a dude. Honestly, random Tuesday in Inazuma. To do this quest, we gotta do Kazuha's quest. Is this about his dead friend? It's not, so it's not important. We were able to play with Kazuha, which was so much fun. Next solo challenge should definitely be with him. Hopefully. He's also really good to deal with all the mages. In Scaramouche's quest, he becomes Animo. I guess because he's free now. Love that for him. But we got no time, we gotta move. Fontaine is waiting. Oh, by the way, we are able to name Scaramouche. So I named him Coconut Head. Checks out, doesn't it? In the entire quest line of Fontaine, before we get to the important part, there's 2 times where we entered the domain. And we fought one other time. And that was while we were literally child. Also, what is he doing here? The rest of this quest is generally just dialogue. So let me summarize. Prophecy hits, Ocean gets mad, Farina clocks out spiritually, and everyone is in love with Neuvillette, our 6-foot king. We finally get to fight after having to follow this whole essay of a quest. Farina is just chilling on a throne, like it's a random Tuesday. She is giving a whole speech to nobody. Faucellor is here. Look, Neuvillette really is our 6-foot king. I guess we're gonna drown again. Just like in Liyue. Excuse me, but what is this? I wanna go home. I wanna go back to Mondstadt. We are thrown into the fight against the all-devouring narwhal. Somebody save Gaming. He's literally just a little guy. Since it's so huge, you would think it's easy to hit. But it just disappears into the ground. There's also this section against this random enemy. No idea why. But we gotta get rid of the shield again. This gives me nightmares. It killed us a second before we killed him. Anyway, killing him causes the narwhal to die? Hey Neuvillette, where were you when we were fighting for our lives? A random woman appears with a child who doesn't look very alive. Okay, everybody looks like they're drowning, but it's all okay actually. Fontaine is saved? How? No idea. I was busy eating chips the whole time. Who cares? Screw all this dialogue, we are done. Let's go to Natlan. There's one more quest with Dainsleaf. Also, we're going back to Sumeru for some reason. There's even more mages. Also, this dude with a cryo shield. Destiny, your mom. It's our sister. You know, every time I forget this game is about finding you. Instead, we're going on a million side quests. It's kinda sad we skipped over the quest from Gaming's motherland. Or was he from Natlan or Sumeru? I forgot. We enter Natlan. We encounter Big Guy. He's so cute! I will kill for that face. I named him Little Guy. Without the question mark. Honestly, could I have been less original? We meet Kniech. We've actually met many more characters till now, but he's the only one I care about, so only he gets mentioned. I just wanna say, this design is designing. Give the employees a raise. He even has... whatever this is. We have a section where we play as Kachina and Moalani. I thought this was an only Gaming video. They have really fun playstyles though. Look, I'm surfing in Genshin. We in a hot spring now. Wasn't this game about finding our sister? We fight these abyssal enemies. They are really annoying. See, we have to destroy this thing. To do that, this bar needs to be filled. The only way to do that is with elemental attacks. Buddy, Gaming's skill has a 5-second cooldown. This is taking long. Luckily, using Gaming's ult made the grass burn, which filled the whole bar in a second. Couldn't this have happened before? Mauika is the archon of this country. They cooked with this design. She's facing off against Capitano with sunglasses on. Like she wasn't already cool before. The budget was budgeting in Natlan. We're just here and everything is already escalating. The loser runs away. Even when fighting enemies from the abyss, the Pyro Abyss Mage will always still be there. Now we're just getting attacked by ghosts. I don't know if you guys noticed, I was about to die when I used my ult at the last millisecond. We fight this boss with a pyro shield, but I am very lucky, it's again a battle with only Moalani and Kachina. Otherwise I would have been in trouble. Ain't no way Tupac is in Genshin. This looks like Mauika's kid. Oh wait, that's her sister. What's this handsome doing here? I have to focus, we're in trouble. What are you doing? You wanna scratch my back or some? He's not bad, I can change him. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the story was really storying. I am failing miserably to tell a coherent story. So please bear with me, because I also don't know what's going on. Guys, there's this whole segment of dialogue and battles that lasted for more than 1 hour. There were so many enemies we had to face, and all abyssal, mind you. So I had to fill the bar before I could even do damage, which also takes ages. Cause I have to wait 5 seconds every flipping time I use Gaming skill. It took so long, I even got a message Genshin was undergoing maintenance soon. See, if I just wait, our dudes will take care of them. There was even this Abyssal Meta troll with some crazy moves. I don't understand why he ignored the other dude and only targeted me. He's so much closer. It took me 15 minutes to kill this thing. 15 minutes for a single enemy. There's so many more abyssal enemies. There's rift hounds and abyss tumors now. That's insane. Mauika goes Super Saiyan. We all somehow make it out alive. That was my face too when I realized we survived all of this. I guess Natlan is saved. Does this mean the end of the story? No, of course it doesn't. We have to do the Ascension quest first. We have to defeat only 7 opponents. The first ones were literally a meat troll and some hilly trolls. This is too easy. Then came in a ruin guard. After an eternity, I was able to kill it. Then came out this guy. I realized we were basically screwed. We are not finishing this Ascension quest. I am so sorry. Well, maybe one day. A bunch of ghosts are tripping. Capitano's still here. I swear, when are you done, my guy? I keep seeing him again. He keeps stalking us in our dreams. Kinda weird if you ask me. Is this little guy's family? There's a part where we get to play as Mauika. She has a motorcycle. Guys, please, a bit more of this. And I can't call this video only Gaming anymore. The difficult part we have to play with Gaming. This is literally never ending. Why does every enemy have this stupid bar? We fight against the Void Obliterator. Bubble. Are we being sacrificed? Tell me why I almost got killed in the surfing bit. I don't remember Genshin having this much budget. We unlock C6 Pyro Traveler. The fight against this dragon, whose name I will not pronounce, begins. Really, is this all the damage we do? That hype moment for this? We can't even die. Thank God we don't have to kill him. We would have been here till next year. Oh, now Mauika joins in. Stop doing this. How am I supposed to call this video only Gaming now? We continue with the power of our friends. Please, let this just be the end of this questline. Natlan has been saved, but we have not, since the quests still continue. Gotta dance all the trauma away. Why is there a ruler of death now? I wanna go back to Mondstadt. We're fighting abyss mages now, like I haven't suffered enough. There's still many more enemies. We meet this girl. I swear she just looks like the Temu version of Lumine. Who wants to bet this is her alter ego or something? He's here too! We enter a domain. Of course there's a Pyro Abyss Mage. Dainsleeve has joined us too. But I don't want to use him obviously. Guys, I was struggling against this singular mage. There's even more Rift Hounds. We have to fill the whole bar again. It's just the worst combination of things. Eventually I was able to get rid of it. Then this enemy spawned in. He has insane attacks. Do you guys know what the worst thing is? He has a pyro shield. He doesn't even give me the chance to attack. His own attacks literally don't stop. Guys, believe me, I tried. I really tried. But I was gonna have a crash out. We were so close to finishing this stupid challenge, but the worst of all has only come now. So before I threw my laptop out the window, I used Dainsleeve. He actually does a lot of damage. But why is the cooldown 15 seconds? This was so satisfying. Look, I'm sorry, I just couldn't continue. If you want, you can call this challenge a failure, or me as well. But thank God I did, because the enemies got so much worse. There were 2 mages, 2 heralds, and 2 rift hounds at this part all at the same time. I did not even know what was going on. Even using Dainsleeve, I still died multiple times. How was I supposed to survive only using Gaming? There was just so much chaos. The boss is a Baptist. Tell me, does this not look like an electro enemy? Then why is his shield pyro? I used Dainsleeve, of course, but we don't talk about that. We meet our sister. Wait, Meredith is actually her own person. I am so sorry for calling you a Timu version. I feel like this part was an important plot point, which I totally did not follow. Who cares? We are done! Traveler, do not be depressed. This challenge is over. A space and time for you. I got no time for no one. Did you guys really think this was it? I guess all's well that ends well. I'm too scared to think about how many hours this whole video took. I could have, gotten a job. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for all the hours of my life that have been sacrificed. And I really am back this time with Genshin Impact challenge content. It won't take another 2 years.